Hello, my name is Robin Anderson. I am a PMP, a CCM, and an MCCT. And today I'm going to help you use your 2020 exam analysis to pass the PMP in 2021. Now, I know everyone knows what a PMP is, but for those of you who don't know what a CCM is, that's a Certified Problem and Change Manager. In addition to that, I'm also an MCCT, so I'm a Modern Classroom Certified Trainer. It basically means that I am certified to present learning material virtually. All right, let's get started. Let's talk about what you need. I love to get my ducks in a row. So in order to do this task, you need your 2020 exam analysis. You're going to need your Project Management Professional, your PMP Exam Content Outline. That's your ECO. It's going to be dated June 2015. I know that probably sounds old, but that is the date of the document that was used for your December 2020 exam. You're also going to need the ECO from January of 2021, and you'll need your 2020 PMP exam content crossover map. That is key. The first thing we need is that exam analysis. In order to get your exam analysis, you're going to log on to the PMI website. You're going to go up to the upper right-hand corner where it says My PMI, and you're going to use that drop-down menu to get to your dashboard. From your dashboard, we're going to scroll down just a little bit. There's some really key information here, and that is your exam analysis. So you'll click on exam analysis. Now, the next thing I want to let you know is I am not perfect. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I did not pass the PMP my first attempt. I'm going to be honest. From the standpoint of someone who's passionate about adult learning, this was the best thing that could have happened to me because I really took my skills as a CCM, that Certified Problem and Change Manager, and I really got to the root of why. What was it? And I want to share that information with you. So let's change this exam date to July 24th, and here we go. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you before we get into the breakdown of this exam, is I want you to click and view your exam report. Now, this piece of information is really key, and it's key to know when it's appropriate to take the exam again. So I want you to notice we have a column in a red color, a column in an amber color, and then two columns in a green color. I really don't think it's wise for anyone to reinvent the wheel, okay? You really want to focus on where your knowledge gaps are, and that's the purpose for this video. And I know sometimes it can feel overwhelming, especially if you've already taken the exam once or maybe even twice, and then the exam changed. But you can do this. If I can pass, anyone can pass. All right, so let's scroll down a little bit more. And I want you to see that in initiating and in closing, I was at target and above target. I know that's only 3 processes, but still, there's no need to study that information again if you are going to take the exam straight away. I'm also going to just click back up here really quick, and I'm going to let you know that there was someone I was tutoring who had already taken the exam once when he came to me, and he was really kind of rushing, even though it was the holidays, to take the exam and pass before the exam changed in 2021. It was really personal to him. He took the exam on the 24th, and he didn't pass. And that was disappointing. But we took a look at this bar, and we saw that he was inches away. He immediately took the exam again. I think he waited 72 hours, and he passed. And let's be honest, December 24th, it's a pretty easy day. I mean, it's a pretty busy day. I mean, that could have been anything. So let's now take a look at some other information that PMI offers you if you fail. Again, failing, probably the best thing that could have happened to me, because PMI gives you a lot of resources and they really point you in the right direction if you read and understand how to use the resources they're giving you. And one that's really important is the one that says consider a study group or a mentor. You can contact your local PMI chapter. They can assist you. Okay, you can go back to your vendor, the one who gave you your 35 PDUs. You can ask them for advice. You can show them your exam analysis. You might want to join a study group. You might want to actually pick up someone to help you with a little bit of just one-on-one coaching, okay, to just help you close those gaps so you can retake the exam. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and now we're going to talk about our blue bars, that domain performance, how you actually scored on the exam when you were given the situational questions. So notice in initiating, Task 1, Task 2, Task 4, Task 5, Task 6, and Task 7, I am in the middle or on the right-hand side. Think of that, if I'm scoring on the right, think of that as being an A, maybe even an A+. If you're scoring in the middle, think of that as being a high C. It's passing. You're doing great. Now, let's take a look at this amber bar, this yellow bar. That's where you want to focus your time. So I'm not going to go back and look at everything about initiating. I'm only going to go and look at task 3. Now you're probably saying, well, what does this mean? It doesn't say anything. Well, that's where the resources that PMI gives you, that's where they're essential. So first of all, this little question mark, and that's exactly what it is, that little bubble next to the task. If you click on that little bubble, it's going to tell you what that task was. So in my case, it was performing the stakeholder analysis using the appropriate tools and techniques in order to align expectations and gain support for the project. And I'm like, okay, I need to go to my 49 processes. I need to go to initiating, and I need to go to identify stakeholders, and I need to rewatch those videos from my vendor. Rock on. But again, the exam changed in 2021. Now let's take this one step further. It's really hard to kind of hover your mouse around something and take notes, right? So there's a document that you're going to use for this, and that is your ECO. Again, it's dated June 2015, but it is the content used for the 2020 exam in December. And I'm gone down to my domain for initiating, and here I am at task 3, and it lists out this task. So all I need to do is take this document. What I chose to do is I chose to highlight this document with a highlighter, just the task that I need to study. Then we're going to take your 2020 PMP exam content crossover map, and let's go over this table. There's a lot going on here. We've got our domain on the left-hand side. The new domain is called people. We've got our task number, and we've got our task. In my case, it's people, lead a team. The enabler that crosses back over to the old content is determine an appropriate leadership style and analyze team members and stakeholder influence. And that 1.3 is telling me to go back to initiating and look at task 3 on the ECO. So let's take a look. Let's see how well this maps back. Here is the ECO for people 2021. And it says support team performance. And this is everything that is included in that task. Again, that crossover document, it is a great tool for you. Now, let's talk about what's not there. And that is everything that says it's new. For instance, the value servant leadership task. Well, how do you get that information? Where is that? That was not on the exam before. Well, you have access to download your PMBOK 6, and that comes with Agile. Take a look at them both. Go to the index, look up the terms if you're not familiar with them, go back to your vendor that probably updated their content, reach out to a tutor, ask your study group, and to find out more about Agile, go to that Agile practice guide. It starts on page 795 if you've downloaded both the PMBOK and Agile together in an electronic format. Also, again, if you're not a member of a study group, I'm very passionate about adult learning. Feel free to drop me a message. We would love to have you Wednesday, 8:30 Central for a study group session. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to us. There will be more.